Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start a live stream about spirituality, astrology, and energies that we are experiencing right now. Thank you very much for being here. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Remember to check the links in the description down below so you can check more of mine and me and Darius, which is my beautiful partner, content as well. And you can contact us and or you can support us as well using the links and the LinkTrees in the description down below. Remember to support this YouTube channel by leaving a like, a subscription, and hitting the notification bell. Shout out to my SoulGroup and to everybody out there changing the world right now by being themselves and by changing the world by showing others that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. Alright, so here we are today to talk and analyze Venus in Leo, and that's what we're gonna do. Toxicity, depending, right? And start. We are ready to start analyzing today's energies. So let's today's numerology. Hold on, guys, my internet connection. Yeah, today's numerology. All right. So, oh man, no, wait. Back on track. Come on, don't play with me. Today's numerology is that, oh, by the way, for the ones that don't know how I do things here, we have two calendars, alright? We have the natural calendar and we have the calendar made by men, made by the system that tries to govern and conquer over the land, right? And that's the Gregorian calendar, alright? And that has a lot to do with Gregorians, Georgias, and Georgia, because it comes from Geo, which means earth, right? But that's for another video. So in theirs calendar, right, in the shadow government's calendar, today is the 26th of the month 8 of year 2022. That all equals to 4. So if you are in their system, in their schools, in their jobs, in their factories, they might put you through circumstances and situations where you need to use your mind to make sense out of something. They might stress you out, and you can't do the other part. You can't be emotional. You can't express yourself. You can share your experiences because you only can do it in a logical, sturdy, clear, and planned out way. And then we have the natural, free, spiritual calendar that is about the true shifts in times, in consciousness, shifts of expansion and contraction of consciousness and awareness in this specific realm. So in 2012, we all knew about, Grego. It comes from Greeks. Grego, it means Greek in Portuguese. Okay? Grego. Gregorian. Real shit. I never realized that, Daria. Thank you very much. Make sure to go check Daria's channel in the description down below. Right? So, in 2012, we all knew about how the world would end accordingly to the Mayans' predictions. So, the Mayans didn't predict the end of the physical world. They knew that their rulership would end. Okay? Because they use certain spells accordingly and using certain energies in the sky. And if we change how we see the world, those spells won't work anymore because we can be misled or misguided or blinded or illuminated by something that we can't see or that we are not aware of or that just we don't want to pay attention to. And that all changed in 2012. Even movies were made about the world ending and shit. So I conclude, I was about to say we conclude, but no, I conclude, because I never heard nobody saying that, But the Mayans, now I thought about some mayo because Daria makes some good ass mayo. The Mayans, they were already in the same position that the shadow government is in today, rulership. And it is known that the Mayans had slaves. Conquered by the Spanish people, they made agreements. Alright? They made business. And the Portuguese and the Brazilians, some of the Brazilians and some of the Mayans, because not every Mayan wanted to do business with Spain or the foreigners, but some did, and they ended up trading, commercializing their own people. Alright? And values and religious systems and the gold and the resources and space and the land itself. But all that to explain that in the year 2012 the world ended. How we see the world, what we need to feel secure, and how we want to obtain that security changed. And it's still changing. Especially because Uranus is in Taurus right now. So how we make money, how we feel secure, how we be fixed on our own valuing system, and how we manifest that is changing. So anything can work right now, but it has to go alongside Uranus in Taurus, something unique, original, new, opposing, and rebellious that allows us to be fixed in security, safety, profit, and material or emotional gain. Yeah, Mr. is right. That's what happened with any slave ships. Because they weren't literally like slave ships, because many slaves weren't brought from Africa to America. You know? Many slaves were from America. Their own people, their own neighbor, sold them to Spanish, English, Portuguese, alright? Their own people. So the slaves didn't come from Africa, okay? Because that, in the first place, that will be an enormous logistical um, adventure or event that doesn't need to be done, alright? Because they have colonies in different places and they use the slaves from that place. They don't go and bring slaves from America to work on Africa. No, they use slaves from Africa to work on Africa, and they use slaves from America. What they did is they confused and combined those two stories to cause identity crisis and to cause people not knowing their true ancestors and where they came from, so they don't know their powers, they don't know what they need to resolve, they don't know what they can do or what they can't do spiritually, so they can be played around, they can be manipulated real easy, they can be tricked real easy, they can be used to build somebody else's world real easy, alright? And we don't, that doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is in the free, since the new age, because it's truly a new age. Even the term new age was polluted, like the term astrology was polluted. The term new age was polluted as well, because new age doesn't mean the videos that is on the internet. New age just means what it means, a new age. It's not Jesus Christ taking crack or doing mushrooms that represents the new age. No, the new age is just new age, okay? So a new age, a new set of time, a new set of values, a new set of needs, of wants, of expressions, of what we as a collective want to build or see build, okay? It's just that. So if you spend more time in your own mind, in your own imagination, in your own physical space, in your own business, working for yourself, very important. Today is the third day of the 6th month of the year 10. The sun is in the 6th house, aka Virgo, in 3 degrees. And it has been 10 years since 2012. And all that energies go to the number 10 or 1 plus 0, because it can be just 1. Okay, we don't need to interpret as 10. We can just use the number 1 plus more space, adding more clear awareness, adding more clarity. So that means that you spending more, this is benefiting you. Spending more time with yourself is making you having a more clear awareness. And that's it, that's all. And let's start with today's daily energy. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go. I was real quick thinking about something else. Indeed, let me start here. Okay, so everybody watching live on YouTube, I'm gonna start the recording over here. So we do the daily reading, and then we go to Venus and Leo, okay? Remember, you can ask a card for yourself. I can write stuff here. Hold on. I also need to change the color of this. Hold on. I don't see Shaito. There we go. No, it can't be this yellow. We can see yellow, this yellow on the whiteboard. I think this one is cool. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Venus in Leo plus daily energies, Astro and Tarot reading, right? And then, oh wait. Pew. What up? Não. Thank you.
Espera, podes meter tipo assim do lado em preto, porque tem essas bordas brancas, estás a ver?
Uhum. The board doesn't have it. You have the pound, the dollar, and that's it. No euro symbol, and I don't know how to make it here on this program. Oh, I'll just write it. I'll just write it. Oh yeah. Oh. And now the size. Let's go. Looking good, looking great. Right? This cup is too small. I need to always be refilling it. Good as water. Okay, let's go. Yeah, donate via tarot reading for the daily energies. Thank you very much for being here. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Remember to check the links in the description down below as well. You can contact us and donate to us using the links and the LinkTrees in the description down below and the emails on the description down below as well. Remember that you can ask one reading for yourself of tarot or astrology. I'll put the things in the screen over here, and what you see on the screen right now as well over here, over there, you see that's the price for the live stream. It has nothing to do with this video, okay? But yeah, just keep in mind you can go to the live stream and ask one card for yourself while we live, and then I break it down live for you, and it's a great experience. Okay, so let's start with today's energy. Thank you very much for being here once again. It's really cool. I really like to do this to you as well, guys. It brings more stuff, more sustenance to the reading, and let's get started. Shout out to my soul group and to everybody out there changing the world right now by being themselves and by changing the world. That the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. So today is Venus Day in Leo, which is very good. Venus likes to be in Leo, okay? It's like Venus is kind of stubborn. She only likes to be in Libra. Really like only celebrates being in Libra and Taurus, because yes, it's exalted in Pisces, but it knows it's kind of lost there. But it still likes to be there, but it really feels 100% comfortable only in Libra and Taurus. But in Leo and Pisces, it feels excited, it can receive attention, it can see new stuff, it can feel hot, it can feel like we can relate things non-stop with more confidence or more expansion and more awareness, and it's always very cool, okay? So with Venus in Leo, we're going to relate the things that we pay fixed attention to, okay? And then we have the Sun in Virgo, paying attention to detail and acting and expressing detail in our communication, in our thinking, and in our organization. And the Moon is in Leo as well. So the Moon and Venus are conjuncting, so we are feeling more connected, or we are attracting even more people that need fixed attention, or people that want to pay fixed attention to. You might have a toxic person trying to pay attention to you, or trying to make you paying attention to them, and because Venus is in there, you're gonna feel all relatable and open and manifest a bad circumstance for yourself. Okay, keep that in mind. But Moon in Leo is also good. You can feel lighter, you can see clear with more clarity why you're feeling a certain way, or why you have been manifesting stuff in a certain way. You can feel more entertained, or you might need entertainment, and if you don't get it, you might get moody. So have that in mind, be careful with that. So the first card of today is a bit of scatteredness, which is okay, because Virgos be scattered as well. They don't like to admit or to look like it, but they scattered as well. Every mutable sign is scattered. Every fixed sign is stubborn, and every cardinal sign has a bit of insecurity, or like it's a more unique insecurity, because I was just thinking that many people in the world are insecure right now, right, about themselves. But the first card of today, with the Sun in Virgo, the Moon in Leo, and we being on a Venus day with Venus in Leo as well. The Moon is at 24 degrees, the Sun is at 3 degrees. So, we have a card here for today, and it is Four of Pentacles, Orion. Alright? So we are trying to make sense, we're trying to be or look realistic, or we want to pay attention and to feel comfortable in something that can present to us why a certain circumstance is stable, productive, and efficient. But they might be just talking a good game with you to you with that Venus and Leo. They might relate in a very fixed and exciting way, but the reality might not be like that. Keep that in mind. Let's go for the second card of the day. Whoa, 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 whoa. It was immediate. Let's go. Visuals, great. Greetings, Soul Family. Thank you very much for being here. We are right now recording a video for YouTube. Let's go. For the daily energy reading. Prince of Cups, mutable water. Yeah, and this makes sense. This makes sense. Think about it. Mutable water, associating, sharing, connecting your dreams, illusions, imaginations, visions, feelings, and emotions. Prince of Cups, creating a new external way to deal with your feelings and emotions. So if it is external, it deals with communication. So by default, it links to mutable water, sharing and associating in the new, fresh way, because it's a prince. But it can grow to a king. You need to make sure that you work and use the sun in Virgo, detail, routine, and the moon in Leo, loving yourself, lightening up your own fire to make this new and fresh way to relate your dreams and illusions grow into the king of water, into the king of cups, so now you can give your great emotional support. But right now, you need to take care of yourself because you are developing a new external way to deal with the emotions. It can grow into a very powerful king, but you need to take care of it first. How you doing, Awoke visuals? I hope you are doing very, very well today. Let's go for the third card of the day. Shout out to everybody So we have 3 for the moon, 3 for the sun, 6 for the moon because it's 2 plus 4, and then we have 9 for Venus, which is 1 plus 8. So I'm here in this moment experiencing a connection to higher dimensions because we have the 3 that rules the 1 and the 2 dimension, the 6 that rules the 4th and the 5th dimension, and the 9th that rules the 7th and the 8th. And it's technically not ruling, it's just like 1 is masculine, 2 is feminine. 3rd is the conjunction of those, so it creates a higher perspective. 4 is masculine, 5 is feminine, and 6 is just a higher perspective. You don't need to be divided, okay? You just connect, you just see everything. And then 7 is masculine, 8 is feminine, but 9 is androgynous and can see both ways, so it has a higher perspective or a wider perspective. It's just about that. It's not really ruling or governing, you know. Let's go. Third card of the day. Sun in Virgo, Moon in Leo. Feeling more excited and happy about routine and patterns, or killing your excitement. Sun in Virgo, Venus and Leo. Filtrating and knowing what's going on behind your exciting and entertaining relationships, or relating some dead-ass dreams and illusions because you're still happy about them, but they're dead because of Virgo. And Moon in Leo, conjuncting Venus in Leo, feeling comfortable with our relationships, or we want to shift, we want to receive all the attention in the relationship. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, dudes. It's taking some time. What's going on? Let's go, third card. We're waiting for you. Bring that money home. Let's go. We got it. 8 of Wands. That's actually... Yeah. Bro, that's actually a lot of time in the same feeling, in the same vision, and in the same imagination. This is very strong because we as spirits, we have some troubles doing that. You might have a great vision about yourself, but it's hard to keep paying attention to that and to keep in that space, okay? But this can also be bad, because if you are lost in, or if you are stuck in a bad feeling, in a bad vision of your out of breath, you can develop anxiety and panic attacks, because in reality there is no mental diseases. It's just your spirit is being too weak to whatever it is attaching on, because you feel anxious by going outside and think a certain way about you, and there is no way you can know if that's right or wrong. You can't know unless you go and ask them, right? So I don't want to sound rude, I'm just being realistic, and I'm talking about mental diseases like anxiety, depression, that thing about eating because you think you're too fat and you're skinny like a stick. That's being a pussy, spiritually speaking, okay? Because you created a light that you can't handle. You created a mental space that you can't handle. And in today's time, there is too much respect and victimization to people that do that to themselves. People that cut themselves and shit like that. They are being spiritually weak, okay? Their mind cannot understand and handle the own thoughts that it creates and attracts, okay? But that's for another video. But when you are stuck in a lower vision of yourself, anxiety, depression, cutting yourself, it all comes from that. It all comes from that. Love all the way from Cali. Ooh, Cali. I want to go to Cali one of these days. It sounds awesome. Okay? Beautiful land. Love you too. Okay? So, on the positive side, because the Virgo sun can bring routine and pattern to the moon in Leo vision of yourself, or you might get stuck in a lower and dark vision of yourself. If you don't feel fulfilled, if you don't feel like you receive enough attention or you are entertained enough, you can start to think weird stuff about yourself, then you worry about it, or you spend a lot of time in it, and then you create depression and shit like that, okay? Because it's really not a disease, bro. You can't cure it with pills. The pills only make you worse. You just need to convince yourself you not like that. You just need to convince yourself, if I feel weird about going outside, then I'm really weird, because going outside is no problem. I'm telling you, it's not. It's not. You creating a problem, and you are attached to that problem. You don't want that problem to go away, because sometimes, probably, that's the only way you receive attention. I'm telling you. Let's see how we can use today's energy in the highest way possible. Let's see how we can make sense out of our new way to associate our emotions, so we can have a strong and long-lasting higher vision about ourselves. Orange Gold Dragon from Octorus. Okay? So this is teaching by being yourself. Teaching by showing others that the best way to be is to be more sensitive, a bit more intuitional. I don't need to explain every fucking detail of the dream I have last night. I just need to explain that it carries a fucking message, okay? And this is like, you have ritual teaching. You, by being yourself, you can teach others to be themselves, alright? Yeah, Californos, which Fornos means hub. Yeah. But California, Cali means queen or king, okay? And Fornia, I had a theory about that, because California, it was detached from America before. And then Via, which is also very feminine, but that's for another video, right? So the best way to use today's energy is to teach others how to be spiritual, but teach that in a logical way. Show them real examples in your life, in your everyday life, how you organize yourself, how you live your life, alright? And that's it, that's all for today, guys, because the video was made on the live stream. We had a little bit of distractions, but it's also cool because you guys can know what we talk about on the live streams and things like that. So until the next time, shout out to everybody that watched the video. I hope the reading helped you, and until the next time, as the Cloud Surfer, surfing out. Let's go, let's go. We did the daily reading. Now we're gonna jump into Venus in Leo. Yeah, because it's Kali and then Fornia, fornication. It has to do with the lower animalistic natures, right? It has to do with fucking. California. I had it. Yeah, forno is furnace or oven in Portuguese. Yeah, that's true. That's really, really true. Alright, let's start Venus in Leo reading. So, Venus in Leo, as we already said today in the live stream, it will make us more fixed in our relationships, but we want to fixate our attention, our pleasure, our enthusiasm, and our principles as well. And our partners will do that as well. So there might be a fight for attention, but in the end of the day, it will lead into laughs, into you realizing your partner's individuality, your partner realizing your individuality, and you both realize that conflict is actually just the two of you growing together. Shout out to Miss Daria, because she has a video on her channel speaking about that. Como é que está o bebê? Está a dormir?
Meti-o entre as duas almofadas gigantes que não estou.
Toca. So, if you have Venus in Leo in the first house, it means you're going to pay a lot of attention to what others are communicating about their life, if it has something to do with uniqueness, individuality, or entertainment, or if you are receiving attention from your insecurities, you're gonna fixate in relating and talking about that, and you might be seen as a fool, okay? So let's see. Come on. Venus in Leo. In the first house, we have Leo rising. It's not if you have Venus in Leo in your chart, is if you have Leo in the first house. This means that the Venus in the sky is going through your first house right now. And you can be just relating too much, because you are getting fixated on that, just relating too much of your personal life. But Ace of Wands, you got Leo in there, so you can relate some unique feelings, you can relate some unique visions, you can relate some unique creative ideas, spiritual belief systems, or some really unique insecurities, self-esteem problems, or I want all the attention in the world type of things. Let's go into if you have Venus in the second house. No, if you have Leo in your second house, so that means you have a Cancer rising. It means you have a Cancer rising. So you are now fixating in receiving or giving attention to your own values, or to people, places, and things that value things in a similar way than you do. But it will be, you have to learn how to share, or you have to learn how to give light in order to receive light, because if you guys value the same things, maybe you want to attract and manifest the same physical things, and then you guys need to share, or you might need to understand, now it's his time, now it's my time, because if you want everything at the same time, you guys are gonna be really stubborn, and you guys are gonna clash heads for sure. Alright? Let's see what's going on. Venus in Leo in your second house, relating. Let's go. Four of Swords. Okay, that's cool. You might be thinking too much. Okay. You might be communicating too much, or you might be thinking too much before communicating, and that perturbs your communication, or this is telling you to think real good before jumping into any business, relationship, partnership, or association that deals with you sharing or working towards somebody else's values that looks like it's like your values, it looks like it meets your prerequisites. Think really good. Think real light from a higher perspective with no emotions, no feelings, no desire for attention or validation. Just, hey, why should he be giving me $1 million right now? Why? That doesn't smell good, and you might reach some conclusion. Or you might need and clear the space because you guys might be valuing the same thing and you are expressing about the same things and you want to have the same thing, and you have to be like, hey man, we have to balance, work out, equilibrate, and clean the space over here. It's getting too much toxicity. So either you're thinking or communicating too much, either you need to clearly analyze your situation because somebody might be using Venus in Leo to blind you and then rob you think, and you might end up fighting for it, and you have to be like, hey, we don't need to do that. We can do this in this better, lighter, sophisticated way. Let's go. If you have Leo in the third house, that means you have a Gemini rising, right? Gemini, Cancer, Leo. And Venus is going through your third house right now. It means you might be fixating in loving or paying attention to things in your surroundings, so you can forget about your own value, about the love from yourself. You can forget about your own individuality and your own uniqueness, and then you talk a lot about celebrities. You talk a lot about your cousin that makes music, but then you don't do shit, and you have nothing to talk about. You have nothing to gossip about. You gossip about Kanye, your cousin, your sister, but not about you. And with Venus in the third house, you should be talking about you all day. If you ain't, you're not doing enough to show others that you have something to talk about, you know. You in the third house. That's actually a cool energy though. The Magician, Mercury, you have the power to transmute, alchemize, and change things with your mind. You don't need to put any energy work. Change how you see yourself. Change how you think about yourself. Change how or what type of energy and concepts you accept from others. Change what you believe in, and your life will change. Stop thinking that person in your surroundings gathers more attention than you because they better. No, I deserve more attention, and then you will get into the way of receiving said attention, okay? But you gotta change your mind, and you gotta change others' minds, and they be like, hey, the best way to be, pay attention to your private partner's needs, okay? And there we go, reversed Queen of Cups. You can receive a lot of emotional. Be aware of your close partner's need for attention, entertainment, and pleasure. Because if you don't, you will not receive the great emotional support. But if you do, you will receive the great emotional support. But because you have Taurus rising, you might not want to open up. You might not want to get out of the couch and do something to your partner. Massage, fucking them real good. You might buy them some stuff. It might not be enough because what is this? Emotional support, not physical support. Cook them a really good meal. Might be better than buying that Louis Vuitton bag that they wanted. Things just not like real, Taurus. There is more things that, okay, but learn how to see and relate with your close, not people in your surroundings, not your father, not your sibling, close partners to your heart, needs for attention, entertainment, and pleasure. Act on it, and you can receive the great emotional support. Be stubborn like a Taurus. You have no emotional support. Okay? Because you got that Taurus rising, right? Then, if you have Leo in the 5th house, Aries rising, you might be relating too much about yourself. You might be paying too much attention to yourself. You might be everybody around you to tell stories about yourself. Be careful with that. you'll manifest an Aquarius telling you, bitch, the world doesn't spin around you. But they want attention as well. Okay, keep that in mind. The Aquarius might just be mad because it's the only day of the week of the moon quarter they feel good about themselves, so they want to receive attention today, and you're taking the show away from them. So they might be salty because they want attention as well. And they be like, this bitch has the courage to say they want attention. I'm jealous. You know, Aquarius heads. So if you have Leo in the 5th house, Priest of Cups. And this is from today's energy because the moon is in Leo right now. So the moon is in your 5th house right now as well. Right? So you are, or you have, or you will be, with this Venus and love, create a new way to relate your emotions, feelings, dreams, and illusions. Or, because this is reversed, I think you are receiving more others' new ways to associate their feelings, dreams, and illusions. And then you might pay too much attention, or they want you to pay too much attention to their stuff, but you are paying attention to yourself by default by having Venus in your 5th house right now. So things might get weird because you don't receive attention and they don't receive attention because you are both fixated in receiving attention for yourself, or you are so fixed in paying attention to yourself that you don't realize that you need to create this new way to relate and associate your feelings and emotions. And in order to do that, you need to be open to hear and receive others' feelings and emotions. And if you are too focused on your own feelings and emotions, you can't receive feelings, emotions, dreams, and imaginations. That's why this is reversed. Either somebody else wants you to fixate that attention on them, or you are not associating and connecting your feelings and emotions because you're too busy paying attention to yourself. Okay? Let's go into the 6th house. Venus in the 6th house. This means you want to relate in a more excited, happy, and light way about your routines, patterns, and organizations, but it might not be fun. Your pattern, your routine, and your organization might not be fun. And then it's weird because you have nothing to be happy about. So what you want to relate? Right? 3 of Swords. And somebody might tell you, or you might start thinking, bro, my routine and pattern ain't shit. My routine and pattern ain't creative, ain't unique, ain't individual, and ain't spiritual. Or you might be like, hey, I thought I was doing this for the money. I thought I wasn't being myself. I thought I wasn't being spiritual enough. But actually, I am, because I can relate this to other individual and unique persons. So that means that I am being unique and individual in my own routine and pattern. Okay? Let's go into the 7th house. If you have Venus right now, no, if you have Leo in your 7th house, Venus is going through there right now. So this means you have Aquarius rising. And we have the Chariot. Okay? Sometimes I release a great amount of air, and then there is this little bit that stays in there, and it's very hard to come out, but we cool now. 7th house, you have the ability with this opposition, because Leo is opposing your rising, or Venus and the moon today, but Venus in general is opposing your rising, so you have here a great opportunity to see new places, new emotions, and new feelings and new dreams where you can start a new journey to reach them. But it's up to you to accept it or oppose it. You can't dodge it. You can't miss it. Either you accept it and you balance, or you oppose it and be like, no, fuck those spaces. They too emotional, they too much about attention. Let me tell you something, Aquarius rising, in the end of the day, you the needy one, okay? So keep your shit together, don't hate on others because they want to travel to a more emotional safe place, because you want to. Deep moments and deep transformations. And that means you have a Pisces rising. Okay? So, yeah, you might be relating too much out in the open about your deep passions, deep motivations, deep desires, and deep transformations. Okay? Venus in the 8th house. Venus in the 8th house is cool, but not in Leo. Venus in the 8th house is cool because it makes it easier for you to share 8th house type things, which usually are not easy to communicate, or they are seen as scary, they are seen as weird, but they are not. They are seen as. So having Venus in there makes things more sugary, more sweet, more balanced, alright? Oh, and that just reminded me something that I thought on the other day. Like, chocolate is loved by almost everybody. By almost everybody in the world likes chocolate. But chocolate, it's not really a thing. Chocolate is cacao, cocoa with milk. Because true chocolate with 80%, 90%, and I usually say that chocolate comes from Saturn. But the true one, because muscles, for your bones, for your sexual organs, but it tastes kinda bad. While the normal chocolate with milk and sugar, that's more like Moon and Venus, into that they're trying to make Saturn easier to digest, easier to accept, more sweet, but then it fucks up your teeth, it fucks up your heart, it makes you fat as fuck, while true chocolate makes you skin, because that cocoa, 90% cocoa, oh bro, that shit makes your blood pump more than some spice. I'm telling you. And not only makes your blood pump, it makes the pumping system stronger. It makes your veins and artery, it makes them stronger and more elastic, you know? Now, normal chocolate with sugar and milk, that shit clutters you because it doesn't allow the Saturn energy to build. So it is like you have the building materials, but you have no architect. So it's just a pile of rubbish. Okay? But Venus in Leo in the 8th house, that's for you guys. If you have Leo in your 8th house, Venus is going through there right now. So this is what you might be relating. Okay, fire, you think you have the power and you're just sharing private stuff, just sharing stuff that nobody wants to know, or you're just sharing stuff that is sharing and relating stuff that is hurting you, or you are accepting certain terms and agreements in your relationship that you think you are in unique and individual and spiritual ship, and you are Leo in the ninth house, ninth, nine, ninth. Interesting, because if like in pyramid you have a P and the Y, but if you put an H in between, it becomes fire, pyro, fire in Greek. Just put an H, that's how you write pharmacy, phosphorus, fire. You know, it comes from pyro, but with the H between the P and the Y. And okay, Leo in the 9th house with Venus in there, it means this is good because you can relate your spiritual beliefs, your feelings, your religion, or your cult, or your spiritual group in a more fixed, sturdy, and confident way. So you'll be less gullible and you'll make more sense, or people can feel the power from you with more air. Strong light. Fuck, so many air, bro. Man, it gets all weird. It doesn't want to come out, but it's stuck. What the fuck, man? Air signs can be really indecisive. Ooh, okay. If you have Leo in the 9th house with Venus in there, You'll be aware of a lot of subconscious stuff, but are you able to handle it? And fucked in the ass, put in a dark space, and fucked in the ass by those subconscious things that you are seeing? Okay? Or you're gonna make a book and become a millionaire about it. Because this is telling me for you to learn, this is learn how to process the deep spiritual shit that you see and act out. Because sometimes sages are just too much out in there about some spiritual shit, and they don't take responsibility. They drop a bombshell and they run away. No, take care of what you just did, okay? But you have a lot of things to share and communicate about that you're gonna see from yours and your relationships, subconscious patterns. But can you handle it? Can you communicate it? Can you share it? Or it will just make your mind a bitch and you create depression or you just kill yourself. It doesn't need to be physically. Oh, we're receiving some interference. Oh. That's weird. It's never happened before. You guys can hear the interference? Oh, and Mercury 0 degrees Libra right now. I'll just turn them off. Let me see if somebody's calling. Kathy, somebody's calling you? Yeah, I was hearing some interference on the speaker. Não. Foi de repente. Agora desliguei as colunas. Olha aí.
Porque eu não ouvi nada no mic. Tipo, pelo menos eu estava a ouvir agora. Wow, that's something from itself.
Let's go, let's go. Let's continue. So yeah, Sages, you're gonna be seeing and relating a lot of deep spiritual stuff about your partner, about yourself, but can you handle it? Or you'll be drowned by all of that subconscious information. You want to pay attention to some new relatable business, infrastructure, organization, or entity, or you want others to pay attention to how you are creating a new business or a new status or a new structure, but you might be advertising a pyramid scheme. You might be attracting others to your group of whatever, and then you put them into a fucked up circumstance, and then you have a lot of responsibilities that you don't need to take care of. Or, in a positive way, you can make something that looks harsh, creating a new business, creating your own business, or just like dropping school to be on your own, moving from one country. You can show that to the world that, hey, that's actually fun, that's actually kind of easy, or it's not that it's not easy, but it looks, or you can actually make some content, like creative content, out of this physical business work-like circumstance, you know. Shout out to Steven Moreno. I am getting my hands dirty, but I am listening. Nice, nice. Let's go. You are in the gardening course. Let's go. Me and Steven will do a vice versa interview on this weekend, on this moon quarter end. I'll have to make the advertisement for that so everybody knows what's going on. We still need to decide if it's tomorrow or Sunday, but we will let you guys know, okay? So, let's move on. Venus in the 11th house. That's me. That's me. I have Leo in the 11th house. I have that Libra rising. So, I have Venus in my 11th house right now. So, I want to relate to the world, to the social media, to like newspaper, to write some articles, make videos about my own individual perspectives, my own individual creative process, about my, and I've just been doing that. I've just been doing that. It's still not up yet, but I have a video talking about another video talking about one of my paintings. Yeah, but I was about to say that's some real good shit, but liberalizing, it can bring some misunderstandings, but it always brings good shit. It always brings that needed balance. So I want the whole world to pay attention to me, right? But inherently, by default, I know that I need to work towards that because that's 11 house. I need to create a device that can cast my light like a projector or a movie projector. Without the movie projector, without the, and I know that I want people to see my movie, so I need to create the movie projector and the tape and record the movie and whatever. So I know that. But me doing that, it's because I want attention, yes. But I don't want attention blindly or just cause. I want attention because I'm relating and showing to the world my true, unique individuality, no matter the topic, the subject, no matter if you're from India, Ghana, Portugal, Zimbabwe, New Zealand, it doesn't matter. You're gonna listen, or if you are listening, what you're gonna listen is my unique perspective, my unique feeling, and my unique vision, pure, alright? I think Saturday will be better for me. For me, it's alright. Then we talk about it, alright? No problem, no problem. Because then we also have to adjust our time frames, okay? Maybe it will be later for me, which is okay. It is better for me to be night, my time, to be on night time for me, because it's still daytime for you, because I have some things to do during the day tomorrow, but it's okay. It's okay, we'll solve that, okay? So yeah, I was just explaining, you are, wherever you are relating about science, spirituality, astrology, numerology, is because you want attention, yes, but default, by having Leo in the 11th house, you're gonna be more serious, and you don't want to, because nowadays being stupid or being silly receives a lot of attention, but I don't want that stuff. And especially I have a fucking Aquarius stellium in the 5th house, so not only I don't want, I despise people that only get attention because they silly or stupid. Like, once in a while, it's okay. I like that. I like to watch silly videos. I like to watch some prank videos. But I don't watch them in a long while because that became something. That became a way of living. And that for me is stupid. I hate that shit, I'm telling you. I don't hate nobody. I just hate ways of doing stuff. And I thought about that because yesterday somebody came into my live stream and they were kind of trolling about astrology, and I was saying I don't hate you, I don't hate nobody, I just hate the way you're doing stuff. And then I realized that's some real shit, because then you can change how you do something and I have no problems anymore. You can work with me right now. I'll make a video about it. You should not hate people. You should hate ways, because let's say you are doing something that I don't like, but you change that. So if I was stuck on hating you and you changed, I'm still hating. But if I'm hating on what you're doing or how you're doing and you change, now we cool, now we can work together. Teamwork, all possibilities, right? So, yeah, let's go. Yeah, but I really hate the fact that now you can create a YouTube page and just do stupid shit and get a lot of views. I can't wait for the time. It's already happening. I just can't wait for the time where it's general. Maybe I don't, because then it will lose some sauce. But that's why I'm here, right? I can't wait for the time when, like, being real and teaching others how to be sovereign, teaching others how to organize their money, their lives, their mind, gonna be what really gets there is a reason why people shifting from TV to the internet, because TV was kind of silly and people realized that. And now on the internet, people realizing, bro, silly shit, it's funny, but it leads us to nowhere. I'm telling you, because I have Libra rising, the balance, I know the balance points, and we need to share and be a Leo in the 11th house and Aquarius in the 5th house. Let's Gemini, the lovers. I told you, we want attention, but we know that we need to work in order. You need to make sense. It's not just being funny, light, and enjoyable. No, you really need to be unique and change the world in order to receive some fucking attention. Real attention rarely. If you have Aquarius in the 11th house, if you receive a little bit of attention right now, you might get attached to it. You might, bro, I feel this, or I have this perspective and I can't say it, otherwise these people will not like me. Oops, I already said it. I can't stop it. I already said it. Fuck you. Like if I need to undertone my expression in order to be around you, you don't love me, you don't like me, right? But if you have Venus in 11th house, you should be looking for a partner or for somebody to hear you, or you should be looking for somebody for you to hear them. But don't get attached. Don't forget why you want that attention is to be recognized as an individual, as unique. And if you throw that away to feel connected and to feel validated, shorter than longer, sooner than later, you will regret it. And then you have to clean the relationship, you have to detach from that person, and it's way worse. Trust me. I was close, not very close, but I could see a scenario where I can get with this girl or that group of friends better if I'm a bit more relatable, if I agree with what they're saying, if I laugh at them jokes. But if it's not funny, I'm not laughing. If it doesn't make sense, I'ma tell you. If you stupid, I'ma tell you. Or if I think you stupid, I'ma tell you. Okay? And the thing is, I want you. It's not like you can. I want you with me, because I'm a version. If I'm here talking about astrology, somebody to tell me, but you guys need to make sense, because many people that come here and say, actually, I don't experience that a lot. I don't experience people coming here talk shit, but I've seen in other pages people come there talk shit about astrology, but they are the ones making less sense. They're like, astrology is not real, and then why? And then either silence, or because it's common sense, or because people who hate astrology, you cannot find a reason to explain why astrology is fake. You can only theorize. Oh, how can a faraway planet influence you? Bitch, do you know gravity? If Saturn can influence the Earth and you live on fucking Earth, Saturn is influence you. When you are in your mama's belly, the music from outside reaches you. But it's fucking far away, right? So people hating on astrology, most of the times, are the ones that don't make sense. So, if I'm making no sense, I want to know that, so I can correct myself. And I have this example which is very funny. I just remember it. It's like we were at school, and there was this girl that she had some fur on her mustache. And out of the kindness of my heart, I'm telling you, I told her so she could clean that when she got home, because she wasn't aware of it. And when I said that, she was okay with it, but she had two friends around. I didn't say, hey everybody, but I said to her, and two of her friends listened, and they got really offended with my action. They got, why you said that? You shouldn't say that. And I was like, if I didn't said, she wouldn't know. But people prefer to be polite, to be light, to avoid confrontation, and run away from the truth. And for me, that's some bullshit. Okay? But yeah, balance. If you have Venus in the 11th house, be unique, be individual, but remember, in the end of the day, you want some attention. And if you are too individual, you can't make part of shit. Okay? Lastly, but not least, if you have Venus in the 12th house, Leo over there, you are relating your dreams, illusions, imaginations, things that don't exist, things that exist, hidden enemies, hidden lovers that exist and that don't exist. You can get really fixed. I'm feeling this about my partner. Boom. You're gonna feel like that for the whole moment Venus is in Leo. You better start cleaning your head right now. Be careful with that. Okay? But it's cool because you're gonna find more strength to show the world, like, I know the way I'm saying it, it's crazy, but my idea is good as fuck. Just try and listen. And if you are excited, if you are creative, if you are new, unique, and individual, people might still think you crazy, but they enjoy it. And they be like, bro, that's what we need. Fuck that people always make sense. Fuck that scientist. Fuck that bitch over there. Every time I say a slightly wrong word, there she comes correcting me. No, I want that that person. Yes, they look crazy, but that's what we need right now. You know? You can change the world right now by ship. You can because people worship the sun, and the sun rules Leo. And if you can bring your 12th house in a Leo-like way, people gonna start worshiping that shit. There is power in the P, and Pisces is the only sign that starts with a fucking P. Pussy, probability, possibility, pyro, fire, spirit, spring. Okay? Princess of Pentacles. There is a lot of power for you guys with Venus with Leo in the 12th house and Venus going through there right now. You have the opportunity to create a new internal way to deal with the inputs from the external world, or you have a new opportunity to make your internal visions real. But that's on you. That's all on you, okay? And that's it. That's everything for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my reading. I hope you enjoyed... wait! I didn't do the Astro reading. Hold on. It's not all, guys. I didn't do the Astro reading. Hold on. We did the Tarot reading, but I didn't do the Astro reading. Let's do the Astro reading. By the way, I'm gonna be live on Twitch next, playing some Pokemon Unite. You can join me if you want to play or watch. And I'll have a new video on the YouTube channel today talking about a painting that I made. I'm going to have the daily reading as well. And I'll have a new video on the gaming channel with a Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke. So you guys can know everything that is coming out today. So let's go. Now yes, for the last part of today's live stream, the Astro reading. Venus in Leo, fatal attracting the Sun in Virgo. We're gonna act, or our partners gonna act in a more realistic, limiting, and organizing way. So we might feel weird, we might feel supported, we might feel stable, but it's still gonna be weird. But if you are in a good relationship, if you are on a healthy relationship, in the end of the day, you guys can be harsh to each other. You guys can limit yourselves, but in the end of the day, it's like you guys will laugh, or it's going to be very easy for you to be like, I'm sorry, but today I was being very harsh for you. If you are in a healthy relationship. If you're not, you guys are gonna feel really prideful. You guys are gonna feel like, why I need to show my true intention? Bro, that's not a fucking relationship, right? No, that is a relationship, not a spiritual ship. Venus in Leo, sextiling Mercury in Libra, an opportunity to refresh, rebalance, relight, and rework your relationships, because our relationships right now are full of feelings, visions, excitement, and we can bring a new, sophisticated, calm, and intelligent way to think and communicate. So we still have all that communicating about our relationships. We can do it in a more calm and sophisticated, passionate, yet light, or to be very anger but scattered for no real reason about your relationships. Especially if you want your partner to give you a lot of attention, but they are very scattered in the relationship because they are very passionate and motivated about their own way to do things. You might feel very frustrated, or you might want to be light and more free when it comes to your passions and motivations, and your relationship is requesting you a lot of attention and care, and that might create an explosion over there. But in general, it's very positive because it is to expand, to travel, or to make our relationships move while we have that fire, but in a more calculated, realistic, light, and fresh, and with space way. Because that's very, very important. Having space in our relationship for ourselves, for our minds, in our relationship as well. So, with Mars and Gemini, sextiling Venus in Leo, opportunity to have space in your relationship without breaking or feeling weird in the relationship. Venus in Leo, trining Jupiter in Aries, retrograde, a gift to expand or explode your relationships because you're being too unique, aggressive, or you too much fixated on expressing your desires and you're not relating to your partner's desires, or past memories where that happened can perturb your current relationship. Venus in Leo opposing Saturn in Aquarius retrograde, feeling like the world is limiting our relationships, feeling like our relationships do not go in accordance to the world, feeling like the world is hating on our relationships, feeling like our relationship is hating in how we is hating how in how we get secure and structured in a unique way, or past moments where our expression of our individuality and creativity was limited can come back to perturb you expressing something on your relationship, but or also the opportunity to find perfect balance between relating and building a unique team, but you relatable and enjoyable, but you also harsh and unique. But you guys, that's perfect. That's really perfect. Because imagine you build an organization that is unique and works really well and really hard, but you guys communicate in a loving, exciting, spiritual way. But you work hard and smart as fuck, but in a unique and relatable way. And then you gather a lot of energy and a lot of support. People want to work with you, even for free, I'm telling you. Aquarius in Leo, when it's about changing the world via organizations and bringing people together, many people don't want to receive money because they're spiritually Venus in Leo, squaring Uranus in Taurus, learning how to relate our higher visions, learning how to relate our excitement, learning how to relate the higher vision of ourselves, even though the world around us might be crumbling, even though we don't have a fixed way to feel secure, safe, and have some money and profit in our life. Even though that shit doesn't matter. You see yourself rich as fuck, you're gonna be. And if you really believe that, it's of, I wish. No. Bro, you imagine yourself right now. It doesn't matter if you just lose your job. It doesn't matter if, like, you crash the car company. You already imagine you or being creative as fuck or being strong as fuck and finding another job that suits you, your spiritual needs better than. Yeah! Through Venus and Leo, Uranus in Taurus, learning how to find a unique job or activity that fulfills both your spiritual and physical needs. I'm telling you, that's important. That's powerful. Venus in Leo, misunderstanding. Neptune in Pisces, we are relating and paying attention to the wrong dreams, illusions, and subconscious patterns, either from us or from our partners. So, if your partner is a Pisces or a Sag, or they have Pisces and Sag, Venus or Mercury, they can influence you, or it's not them, it's you, because you paying attention to your partner's dreams and what they bring for the subconscious realm, but because they Pisces and Sag, they bring more, or they show you more of that. And because Venus is misunderstanding that, you might get really focused on that, even worked up or very excited, and that's something that they need to take care of. They need you. Go away. You have no. Don't pay attention. No. It's their subconscious pattern. You pay attention to your subconscious pattern because it's flunked out as well. Okay. Lastly but not least, Venus in Leo, misunderstanding, Pluto in Capricorn, loving, getting excited by the end of the world, and that's good because that means that you're ready to create a new one, but it can also be bad because you might not be realizing all the responsibilities, all the detachment, and all the hard work that you need to do in order to be sufficient in that new world. Okay, guys, now yes, it's everything for today. Thank you everybody